Spirit Airlines in the news again. Why? Here it is.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what aircraft's sitting out there. I don't know what's going on. You guys won't give me a minute. Please give me a minute. Please. Take a minute. Guys, everybody's attention right now. Go ahead, girl. Right now. All right. Now, you all gonna get on this plane or not? Yes, we do. All right. So everyone's gonna shut up, and we're gonna say this once, and we're only gonna say it again because we're frustrated as hell.
I'm sorry.
In the state of California, there's two people. We don't consent, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I will get you.
Man, oh man. With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show. Okay, put it a full mask. This worker has a get-ish done attitude. Okay. So two Spirit Airline employees were caught on camera kind of losing their patience and throwing a fit with passengers preparing to board a Las Vegas-bound flight from California. So the incident happened at the Hollywood Burbank Airport. This is according to Inside Edition. So the confusion began with an 8-hour delay. Now, 8-hour delay from a morning flight. So passengers, for their flight, they waited. Other passengers who were scheduled to take off from a different flight at the same gate began to gather, leading to a crowd congestion. The video starts with a view of one agent on the gate's intercom, loudly pleading for calm and order as dozens of passengers crowd the counter waiting to board. Now, I will say this, just a little bit of advice. Okay, I've been in these situations before. I understand it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of energy. You cannot calm energy with non-calming energy. If you want to calm energy, you have to calm energy. So that's just a little bit of, consider that a free lesson in management personnel. All right. So the Spirit Airlines, they've been in the news many times, shared the two employees have now been suspended from their jobs for the time being. Quote, we apologize to our guests for this experience, which does not reflect Spirit's high standards for... I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to read the statement. Come on, man. Let me read it. Let's put it back on. Does not reflect Spirit's high standards for guest service. All right, I got through it. While the confusion and overcrowding at the gate might have set off both agents, it would not be the first time the airline workers recently had to handle conflicts with their passengers. In June, if you remember, an argument between 4 Spirit Airline workers and the passenger at the Baltimore-Washington International Airport escalated into a full-fledged fight. The workers were suspended from their jobs after the incident. All 4 of them just jumped on one guy. And then there was this little guy at the end that decided to hit him while it wasn't necessary. It was pretty bad. So last February, 2 passengers and 2 Spirit Gate agents brawled at the Philadelphia airport. Okay, the fight started after the agents told a mother and her daughter their bags were too big to be designated as carry-ons and that they had to pay a baggage fee to get on the flight. So the daughter ignored the agents and went ahead to board anyway. The fight started when one agent tried to stop her. All 4 had to answer to a private criminal complaint. Okay. It's almost like every airline has its flavor. Southwest, don't go there if you're Black. Spirit Airlines, if you got some issues that you want to get off your chest, that may not be the place to do it. Every airline seems to have something. All right, Mr. Mayor, workers have been suspended, probably will have some level of retraining perhaps, and then they get to move on. But why in the hell is Spirit Airlines? It's not that they're in the news for different things. They're in the news for basically the same thing in different airports across the country. Why?
Doc, you have more degrees than anybody I know. Most of them in the science field. So that means you understand the chaos theory more than most.
Yeah.
Spirit needs to call you to explain to them that you cannot, out of randomness and chaos, you cannot create order. You cannot. The more complex a system is, i.e. running an airline, the more structured it must be. And they can pretend that they have this high order. I don't see it. I've never seen it. And I'm telling people, don't put yourself through it. Here's what I would say. The only sad part about this is I feel the frustration of this worker simply because the system, talking about Spirit itself, while they claim they have this high standard, it's not shown in how they support their workers, how they build their airlines, how they shape their airplanes, and how they stick people in a giant can in an airplane. I am disgusted that these workers may be suspended. It seemed like the people were rallying behind this.
It did, didn't it?
Like you said, get S done attitude of this worker. So I'm sad that this worker might be in trouble when in actuality it's Spirit that needs to be in trouble. Yeah. I don't understand why FAA and somebody else ain't taking saying, hey, look, you guys, we don't know if we should trust you with people in the air, because this is like you said, we're seeing this a pattern all over this country, and it is tacky at this point.
Yeah. And it does seem like some level of entropy, which means that order is about to come. That's what that means, all right? It's chaos, but order will come from that chaos, hopefully.